gentlemen. Now, it's not true. It's not true. We are presidentially unprecedented. It's not real that we save the best for the last. It's not real. It's not real. That's not true. But the deal is that this guy has got something or the other up his cuff. And I do not know what it is. It's like he pulls tricks on you. Like all of a sudden he has a trick on you. And when people pull tricks, people love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Denver Alexander.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out today. Having a good time?
Yes!
Okay, cool. I thought I'll go on for a little longer. Okay, before we get started, I want to ask you guys a burning question. I've been wondering about this for the last 2 hours and we've been debating it. Do I keep the shirt on? Do I take it off? I've got two very interesting propositions. We have this shirt. I have a t-shirt. What I'm really asking you is, am I too sexy for my shirt? Okay, slow start, it's fine. Alright guys, so presidentially unprecedented. We are comics and we are out to reform this country, I guess. It'll happen, it will happen. Remember last Saturday, it was so different to this Saturday. You woke up, you went to the polling station in the hot, bloody sun. Oh, also, one more thing. When we were rehearsing all of this comedy, all of those guys used a lot of swear words. So, my act is going to be a lot of bleeps and stuff here and there, so strap in. Anyway, last week, hot blistering sun, you go to vote. Somebody reads your name out. Shoaib Ali. That's the host. There he is, Shoaib Ali, everyone. And then, I didn't tell you to applaud, wait. They color your finger. My friend heard the best thing, okay, from this lady while she was coloring his finger. Puta, niya putuha panne pa honda ne. So you go through all of that, you pick up a long ass ballot paper. And you have choices to vote from. Among the choices, the obvious choices. I loved our ballot paper. We had to vote for a chair. Remember the chair from back in the day? I know you guys don't have chairs now. Back in the day, the chair, blue chair. No, okay. Never mind. We had guitars to vote for. We had cars to vote for. We had a slice of pizza to vote for. We had a rat to vote for. We had a broken wheel to vote for. And I'm only lying about one of those things. You guess. It was the pizza. I wanted pizza. So after all of this, you go through this big ordeal, okay? Now, I know there are people who say like, I don't care, it's fine. Whatever happens, it will happen. No. We still haven't settled my shirt issue, by the way. So you get home. All of us, we got home. We're like, okay, time to look at the results. And you don't look at the results alone. No. That's not how it works here. You look at the results with your friends and your family. You know why? You need a way to digest everything. Or digest everything. I don't want to leave people out. And last weekend, no booze. Not on Saturday, not on Sunday. Guys, this is the first weekend without booze. After the election, you're at some random institute in a dark room listening to one dude on a mic standing in front of a projector. What are you doing? Guys, seriously, there's an arrow in the corner. There's an arrow in that corner. That's been bothering me all day. Whew, I feel relieved. Okay, now that the arrow is out there, you're not going to be able to stop looking at it. It's there. It's there. Where was I?
Yeah.
No, before that. All right, booze. And you guys came here anyway. So last weekend, everyone sat down to, drown their sorrows, process their emotions, wait for what's coming, all that jazz. And everyone who sits down, whether you are voting for candidate A or candidate B or even candidate C, you all have one singular motive in mind when you sit down at that table with that bottle or the other thing. Your intention is, by the end of this, when the results are announced, I will be so sloshed, I won't give a fuck who wins. And among this, we need that. It's not a bad thing that we have to digest our emotions and stuff after voting. You have to do it. The shit that goes on in this place is unreal. There are about 20 people at the courts. Like, his name is fake. He's not from here. He sold land to the Chinese. He sold land to the Americans. And then you have some poor bloke. He's like, I will not eat until I see the documents. And then his friend is crying. Why? Buy him a gottu. Cheer him up. Uncle, you look very uncomfortable. Are you okay? Cool. My dad's here, ladies and gentlemen. How do you look like you're handling this well? Guys, notice, when I told you this story, I did not say the names of these candidates. I said A, B, or C. You know who they are. I am not going to say their names. You know why? They're not paying me, so fuck them. During election time, we noticed that different people pop out. Like, you have your normal friend, and she's like, just chill. And then election time comes around, and she's like, you had to vote for this one, huh? It's very important this time. I mean, look at the government, man. How can we deal with these things? My throat hurts a bit. And then you have those people, a few different classes, the lackadaisical people, the normal ones, like, I don't care. I'll vote for that person. I mean, I voted for them last time, so I'll vote for them this time. It'll be okay, right? I mean, whatever happens, same thing, yeah? Same thing, yeah? No. Different thing. All bad, different things. And then you have the loyalists, Abhi kya bua, Tambili? I don't know Tambili. I like Tambili. That's why I said Tambili. They are the ones who now when you answer the phone with a call from them, it starts with something like, Ayyo aparadine mali. Ha? Aulanne. Or, Ayboan subhanagatayak. What? I have a problem with that. And it's not because of the political party. I don't care. It's a nice sentiment saying subhanagatayak. My issue with this shit is, have a good future is something that you say at the end of something. If I told you now, have a good future, all of you would stand up and walk out. So I got one of these phone calls. Hello, subhanallah. That's like saying, hello, goodbye. Please make up your mind. So I hung up. Then you have those, the influenced ones. The ones, I'm voting because my brother, he knows this stuff very well and he told me this. And then they confidently go and tell their friends, So Machan, this is the scene, we need to do this, we need this happening, we need that. So we need to vote for this person. And then they have a slight pause. And they're like, right? And you have the know-it-alls. That's me, it's me. I'm the know-it-all. Just like our economy is so screwed. We need net foreign income to increase. We need investment and all that. And my friends all like, so, what's amazing about our election? I mean, we all did a good job. Well done, everyone. We did an amazing job with the election. 80% voter turnout. That's more than most countries in the world. You guys heard of these international election observers and stuff like that coming to observe elections? So I was with one of them, okay? So they were like really excited about the election. They're like, 80% of people are going to turn up for this? No. And they saw it, and 80% of people turned up for it. Like, we were somewhere in the middle of Denia at 6:15 in the morning in some school that was so small, it's smaller than this room. I'm not joking, it is legit smaller than this room, like the actual buildings. And there's a line of 100 meters outside the gate waiting to vote. It's amazing shit, right? Yes, please madam, round of applause please, all of you. %, 4 out of every 5 Sri Lankans that are eligible to vote, voted. Which means 1 out of 5 didn't. Which means if we have 80 people here, 16 of you idiots did not vote. And your country is very disappointed in you. And I didn't vote. You know what, but see, I understand why people are fed up, or they're like, I don't know whom to choose, or I don't want to. You should choose. Let me just head that off right away. You should choose. Madam, I can see that you're upset with me. I didn't vote because I was on election observation duty. I'm sorry. So I understand where these people are coming from, right? So while on observation duty, I was in the southern region. That's where, the major people came from. So it was like exciting. If you know what I mean. So I went and met, with this observer, I went and met with politicians, actual politicians from these respective parties. So I went to party A. You can decide for yourself which one is party A. I think you guys know which one party C is. Good. So I went to party A. And so I spoke to Minister. Give me a name of the minister. That's not a real minister, please. I can't pay copyrights to him, okay? Okay, chicken biryani. Minister Chicken Biryani from party A. So we were asking him questions, proper learned questions. I didn't go up there and be like, so what's your favorite color? We had to research and stuff, so we asked him proper questions. And he was answering them quite convincingly. And I can feel myself oh, I believe this guy. Wow, this is pretty cool. Then I went to party B. Now the minister, please. Oh, come on, guys.
Pizza.
Pizza. I like pizza. I hate Vambatu. You can ask anyone that. I will throw it in your face if you serve it to me. Anyway, Minister Pizza from Party B. I speak to Minister Pizza. I ask him all these same learned, educated, complicated, deep questions. And he answers them very magnetically. I mean, I felt drawn to him, not sexually, but I felt drawn to him. And I was like, wow, they have a point. They're doing something. They're good for this. They're good for that. And I went to party C. You know what party C is? Cool. So I went to party C. Very convincing, very learned, very straightforward. The usual scene. There's nothing special about that. But the other two, I was wow, convinced. But then again, I realized, wait, why am I convinced by both? So I went back to the room that I was staying in. I gave it some thought. You guys, have you ever been lied to by this hot guy that you like, or this hot girl that you like? It's a girl for me, but have you ever been lied to by those people? You're great, and then you realize, oh my God, they were just saying that. Like really? I felt betrayed. So I know where you're coming from. If you're going to tell me like, I don't give a shit, I'm not going to, I know where you're coming from. I understand it. But see, you should do it. I'll tell you why. Imagine, if you will, you are going from here to home and you don't know the road. What do? Say what?
You ask for directions.
Oh my God, miss, do you not have a smartphone? I'm sorry. You put on Google Maps. Gee, I thought that would come out. That's what she said. So you put on Google Maps and you go. And you could go to your house from two ways, okay? You get to like a Y junction, like, then it goes that way. Alright? So you can go this way, you can go this way. Now at some point, your map is going to say, you can go both ways, but you have to choose which way to go. You don't have to press it on the map, but you have to choose and go that way. This is why you have to choose. This is why you have to vote. You don't choose, you're going to run into that thing in the middle. Or, by some fortunate luck, you'll go some way and you wouldn't know where you're going. You don't know what's happening. Where you don't vote, you won't know what's happening. It's something that me and the observer I was with talked about a lot. She was an impressive woman, okay? She's done so much shit in her life. I can't even dream to. I will never amount to that much. I know for sure. Get this, okay? She's like 34, 35-ish. She is the director of her own NGO that supports women and children's rights, director of another NGO that supports voter education, and she has 7 kids. 7. How many of you have kids? I know you have kids. It sucks, right? Like there's so much stress. I get it. I cannot be that easy to deal with. Yes, that's my dad. And she was telling me like voter education is so important. You guys need to know what you're doing, whom you're voting for and all of that. And it seems like we know who we're voting for and all of that, right? Right? That. See, most of us vote because Dad told me, Mom told me, that one looks nice, that one won the war, this one doesn't like China, that one doesn't like America, this one won't bring foreign influence. They'll all bring foreign influence. Everyone is bringing foreign influence. Please take note of this. Those are the reasons that we vote, right? Why we should vote is more like, what are they going to do for us? That was supposed to be a bad word where I took a pause. I decided to omit it because nobody else did. So, it's very important to know, is what I'm trying to get at, basically. When you imagine like you went for a job interview. All of you have been to job interviews at some point in your life. It sucks. You go into a job interview, you tell this person that's interviewing you, okay, I can do this, I have that qualification, I went to this school, I played rugby with that one. You know that one? That one? No? Okay. All that, and then you are like, when I come into the job, I can do this, and I can do that. 3 months down the line, that same dude, he's going to call you into his office. He's going to have the HR guy sitting over there. And they're going to be like, okay, so when you came, you said you will do this, you will do this, and then very dramatically you said you will do this also. How did you do that? Confidently. How many people actually have been able to say I did all of those things? I have not. I've done like 1.5 out of 3 best. What I'm trying to say is, your politicians coming out and campaigning, that's their bloody job interview. I know they get to scream and they get like 100 people and then girls screaming in the front. I don't know where the girls come from. Seriously, there are young girls at political rallies just like, ah! Why? I don't get it. He's not Enrique. So campaigning is their job interview. Voting is us selecting. We're the board of directors essentially. We're like, yeah, this is going to get here. And then they come and they get the job. And then nothing. Nothing. How often do we get the chance to go at a politician and be like, you said you'll do this, what the fuck have you done? Everyone here left a message on stage. My message to you is, we respect our politicians way too bloody much. I've done like comparing at gigs and things like that, and like there have been ministers, and there's always some dude, he's always bald, he's always wearing white and a white sarong, he's always wearing saddles. I don't know why, it's like they like uniformed everyone into that, and they'll always come up to you and be like, sir, me material ne ගෙන්නනකොට පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න එයා මේකේ හිටියා එයා ඩොක්ටර් කෙනෙක් හරිද කියන්න. We give them way too much respect. අතිගරු ජනාධිපති. Why? I mean, let me run you through the highlights of our last අතිගරු ජනාධිපති. What people actually remember, okay? The day after the Enrique concert, he came on stage and he said, we shouldn't throw bras at people. Highlight. He complained so much about sugar in Milo. And then the University of Colombo actually made a visual chart explaining that Milo has less sugar than every carbonated drink there is. I mean, how does this guy have the time? So why Atigaru? I mean, nowhere else in the world is he the right honorable president of the United States. No, he is the president of the United States. Even when Obama was president, he was Mr. President. Nobody called him honorable. Hell, some people didn't even call him president. Like people who didn't like them legit went up to him and was like, hi Barack. Does anyone want to go up to anyone and say hi? I'm not saying their names. Screw them. I kid you not, guys. You try that, you're dead next day. Like, nondescript vehicle of one certain color just showing up, you're gone, it's over. So yeah, message to you, don't respect your politicians, screw them. We gave them the job. You gave them the job. I'm not joking about this. It's not a joke. You can laugh, it's fine. You gave them the job. Don't respect someone you just gave a job to. Hold them to their standards. Learn about what they're doing. We all have like predisposed ways to vote. We all have our own ideologies and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you vote for your future. Got very tense, so I'm going to break the tension. So, I used to have a job. Just a job, okay? And it was in marketing, blah, 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 blah. You get it, it's boring. And you need to do market research, like find out what your competitors are doing. I'll finish soon. You need to call people up and find out what your competitors are doing and what their prices are and all of that. And that sounded like seriously boring. Just imagine calling 20 people up and being like, hey, I want to book an event at your hotel. how much is it? There's 100 people for 20 different people within an hour. My head hurt thinking about that. So I decided to make it a fun game, okay? So I have an alter ego. Don't laugh at it before you know who he is. He might be insulted. His name is Jason Todd. If you've read Batman, you know. Why? Okay, one dude got that joke. So Jason Todd has his own email account, his own Google Drive, and he even had a Facebook page once, but I don't know what happened to that. So instead of me, Jason would call someone up and like ask them about information. So like Jason is fluid for me, so I can make Jason whomever I want. I called up this, I can tell you names of hotels, it's fine. So I called up Hilton Hotel. I'm like, hello, can I speak to your banquets and reception, please? Yeah, I'll put you through. So this wonderful lady picks up, Varuni. She's like, hi, I'm Varuni, how can I help you? Hi, Varuni, darling, my name is Jason. I'm here in Sri Lanka for a little bit, and I'm throwing a party. Can you help me out? Like, yeah, we can help you out, definitely. How many people, Mr. Jason? Well, 150, maybe 200, I'm not sure yet. No. And then she's like, okay, 150, 200 people. Everyone bring everything over here. I feel so bad for her at this point because like I'm properly taking her for a ride because I need to know this info. And so I'm like, so how much for a plate? Could you tell me, will it be on the lawn? Can I have the lawn? Oh, that sounds exciting. And she's helping me out. She's like, she's totally committed. She's like, I've got this. I am getting a big bonus this month. Varuni, if you're out there, I'm really sorry. Anyway, thanks guys. That has been my set. My name is Denver. You guys have been wonderful. Good night.